Good morning. I'm Victoria Savage, Nurse Savage, on your side, your wisdom guided oracle, and we're having coffee. Again, I'm just going to turn, I always hold it in my right hand, but you can't see all the pretty stuff. The really cool thing is that all over this mug are V's. Maybe they're birds, but they're V's. And so I'm going with that. This mug was meant for me. Well, I hope you've all had a good couple of days. There is a lot of kind of irritable energy out there. So beware and just try to go with the flow and try not to get into altercations, whatever that looks like, verbally especially. Good morning, Lee. And so I was in my quiet time this morning and doing some work in the realm of channeling, and a big message came through that I didn't realize. Good morning, Maite. Good morning, Katrina. Good morning, Julie. I didn't realize was as big as it was until I came in. Often when I start working with my cards, I will go, all right, what is my guidance for today? What do I need to do? Good morning, Bert. And so, good morning, Robin. Bert, what just crossed my mind is, you and I are going to go meet Francis, Maggie and Francis. We talked about like Thailand, or I think we're going to Ireland. Just saying. Good morning. Great morning, Susan. I've missed that. So anyway, I was thinking about, I've taken a class recently on channeling, because I knew I needed to expand it, know more about, expand it, not know more. I've channeled since I was young, Archangel Uriel, who is the angel of wisdom. Didn't know because I never asked. Good morning, Melanie. So, as I've done the work with the channeling here, and Melanie, I'm going to do one for you. So, let's move forward with that. As I started working with that, of course, insecurity and a lack of trust. Yes, been to Belize. Honduras is also nice. Been there on a cruise. Sorry, I keep responding to what's going on the camera. Good morning, Christina. I hear, but Bert, I do hear Thailand's very inexpensive, and you can get some decent plane fare there. So, just saying. All right, I'm going to quit commenting other than maybe saying good morning. So, as I was sitting there, I was thinking of calling the woman that does this channeling class that I'm taking and get a channeling from her to ask her some questions, because I was thinking I wanted to hear from someone else. Good morning, Danielle. The answers to the questions, even though I have access. And it occurred to me at that point that it was like, still, you are weighting someone else's ability, someone else's words over what you're getting from God. So that lack of self-trust is there. And I went, oh gosh, yeah. I talk and teach people about the big they in life. Who the hell are they? That we give them so much power in how we dress. There's certain people that I think about when I'm getting ready to go somewhere, especially if they're going to be there. Like, I give them power over how I'm going to look that day. And that's just a tiny area that the big they can really step in. And so I didn't have a long period of thought about that this morning, but it was like, oh yeah, here we are still, we are not trusting ourselves like we want to be. And like we absolutely should, even though I don't like that word, because we have the ability to bring in and visit with God, with the angels, with our guides, one-on-one. And so why is someone else's ability more favorable than ours, or specifically mine? So came in getting ready for this reading, and I decided to pull a card from Caroline Mace's deck, the healing deck. And the card is Rely on Yourself. It's a beautiful card. Look at the issue of dependency. Do you rely upon others to do what you should be doing for yourself? Healing is a solo endeavor, and while we all need support during this process, ultimately the task of self-empowerment rests with us. Your goal? To identify and modify the ways in which you release personal responsibility to others. And so that was absolutely in line with that thought process. Good morning, Sarah. That thought process that I'd had during my quiet time and during my time of channeling and asking the guides some questions. So I drew 2 cards that I haven't looked at to see how they play in, and then actually a 3rd card, the one that I go, oh, I'll just draw one more. I drew that, and I also have not looked at that. So, okay, writer's group. So this is telling me, and it's true for myself, I had asked them about my book, The Energy of the Unwanted Pregnancy, Behind the 8 Ball, and I've just, with good reason, I have just stalled on it. It's not like I've been trying to finish it. I've thought about it and just gone, ooh, not right now. So I asked, is this even valid? And this is, again, create or join a writer's group to gain inspiration, friendship, and support. Me on my own with this certainly has its doubts. So what this is telling me is that even though we want to depend on ourselves and we want to start seeking our own truth, we do want to interact with others. We do want different perspectives. And that's really the only power we should be giving to they, is a perspective that is different than ours to weigh and add in and then assimilate the parts of that that are appropriate for us. So very literally, writing, move on with it. If you've been thinking about writing a book, I would say that this is a good time to start. Remember, this year is a year of new. Good morning, Joe. Wow, I haven't seen you in a long time. Or I haven't seen anybody in a long time. One of my closest friends here came, in fact, was a good friend to my sister as well, the morning my sister passed, and we've talked many times on the phone. She lives in my town. And until the other day, I stopped in where she was working. We hadn't seen each other since December, since the day my sister died. And it was like, I can't believe that. But this whole process has been so enlightening. Absolutely painful at times, but wow, knowing that there was growth to be had, and there always is when we suffer a loss, especially when it's such a big presence in our life. But that can be a loss of many kinds, not just a person. That going in and asking, okay, how can I grow from this? What can I do to become my highest and best in this process? I'm willing, I'm open, I'm ready, guide me. That's where the power is allowing Creator to come in and guide us through these processes that can be very limiting. And so really, I kind of disappeared from the world to my home, which has been very healing. And then, of course, I went to Hawaii, also incredibly healing. Someone said, you got no sun. It's like, no, I've had skin cancer twice. My wiser self says not too much sun. And that obviously was not what this trip was about. I spent a lot of time in the dark on the ocean. So allowing yourself to get the other perspective doesn't mean that you weigh it higher than yours. Connect, ask how to best incorporate these parts, especially if that perspective is maybe not comfortable, maybe something you maybe didn't want to hear. It was necessary, but that doesn't mean you own it. Good morning, Candace. That doesn't mean that you take it on is more important than what you're getting. Just get parts of it. So, and look deeper. Your guardian angel, ask for the wisdom that you want moving forward. Absolutely. When you have someone around you that can help you go deeper, work with them, get some help from them, but look deeper within yourself. We have the answers. Truly, it is that forest and trees thing. A lot of times we can't see with our physical self, even our emotional, mental, and spiritual self. But when we go deeper and we invite our guides and angels, and ancestors in to help guide us, then we're going to get a bigger, a bigger perspective. Maybe I haven't had enough coffee. That's absolutely true. Good morning, Pamela. So as we go through the daily process of becoming more and more of who we meant to be as we came into this world, Creator really wants you to look deeper within yourself. Start inviting in the help that you have to give you more insights. And then a lot of times working with someone else a bit will help give you the trust that you need to develop in yourself. And that's probably the biggest hurdle we face as light workers, as way showers, as spiritual guides, as helpmeets for other people. It doesn't mean we have this big preaching thing that we're going to be doing in life. It means there's a specific number of people that we can help. And the more we grow within ourselves, the more we can help and the more we can be of help to them. So the last card is the Knight of Raphael. Romantic, dramatic, poetic, introspective. This is a creative card. This is introspective. This is bringing, when you go within and you start inviting in your guides, your companions, your angels, your power grows, your creative aspect grows. So it is a beautiful card that is telling you that romance can be part of this, being swept off your feet. And this is not just necessarily in the physical aspect. When you start opening up to your true power, you will be swept off your feet because you'll be amazed at what you get to bring into the world and that you never really thought you could. And you will be swept off your feet. And that is a very powerful place, and that's where the creative aspect of who we are can really flourish. So allow yourself to move forward, allow yourself to step into the power that you have inherently and start trusting yourself more, rely on yourself. Think about what it is you like, and this is just a very, very temporal, earth-based thing. A romance when your guides come in. It is beautiful. Thank you for that, Melanie. Yes, there is definitely a romance that comes in. It's incredible to start working with your power center, your power group, and you will feel romance because you will know how loved you are. So as you start moving forward, start trusting yourself. Start, I was going to say, the real temporal thing you can do is when you're starting to dress, when you start clicking into who you think, is going to be looking at you. Well, they're not because they're looking at themselves. But start asking you, what do I feel like wearing today? How do I want to look today? What's going to be my choice today in moving forward? And that, again, is just a little very earthly type of thing. But I know with we women, my husband said years ago, you guys don't dress for men, you dress for women. It's like, yeah, pretty much. And, it's funny, there's also something, I have an outfit that I really like. And the weird thing for me is, because I dress a bit flamboyantly, sometimes more so than others, people will comment on how I'm dressed. And there's this outfit that I love. Nobody has commented on it. And I started to go, oh gosh, maybe I don't really look all that good. And then I went, whoa. How do I feel when I'm in this? This is about me. And I'm here to tell you, it is all about you in every aspect. The more you tend to you, the better off everybody else is. So allow that to be the truth moving forward as well. And start checking in with you. What makes me feel good? What do I want to do? What do I want to be in this world? Who do I want to be in this world? Start trusting you more. So that's a great message going into this weekend. I hope you each have something fun planned. I get to spend all day with my family tomorrow. We're going to a hot springs and then we're having St. Patty's dinner because everybody's here. We love to celebrate St. Patrick's Day just because it's fun. When the kids were young, I would find some kind of Irish themed movie. We'd do corned beef and cabbage. We'd hang out together, watch the movie, and just enjoy one another's company. So tomorrow I get to have everybody all day long. And for this, mom, grandma, mother-in-law, couldn't be better than that. So thank you all for coming and joining me. I'm sending you all so much love, so much strength and power to start trusting yourself more and more as you move forward in the world. I'm Victoria Savage. Please share this video if you know someone that you think should be opening up to their power, or that you know is exploring and wondering and maybe doubting what's going on with them. Share this video with them. And please visit my YouTube channel and like it, or subscribe and like. I've had some physical, in the technical world, limitations with getting my videos up there even before I stopped doing them in December. And so that needs to happen. It just causes me more time, so I'm less likely to just jump in and just post them. Working through that, going to get through it technologically too. So, love and light to you all. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you Monday. This is Victoria Savage, Nurse Savage on your side, your wisdom-guided oracle, and we just had coffee.